Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing 4 different products today, 2 of which are from the South Korea Universal Yums box. So with these products, I actually have a couple of interesting ones. One is actually a vegan protein shake. I've not prepared it because I've already tried it a couple of times in a couple of different ways before, and I gotta say I actually really enjoyed it. And I also have a Hayward Gourmet iced coffee. Now, with this one, I kind of just threw it together myself with one of their actual brews of coffee. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and review that for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this Feel Fit pea protein shake from Arbonne. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Essentially, it is 100% vegan and gluten-free. Essentially, what it is they, the little beans called peas, right? Well, essentially what they do is they dehydrate those and blend them all up into a powder that is called pea protein. And so what happens with this pea protein is that you can actually flavor it in whatever way you want in order to make it into a very viable protein shake or supplement of any kind. And with this, I couldn't even tell that it was actually pee anything. I know it sounds like pee as in urine, but I promise no, that's not it. But essentially, I tried this in 2 different ways. The first way I actually tried it, I hand shook it. Essentially, I had a bottle that was kind of like this, but it was Tupperware and it had a completely solid top where I could just screw it on and then boom, I would just shake it up and then add a little bit of ice afterwards. However, hand shaking it would not cut it. No matter how much I shook it, the consistency felt a bit gritty for some reason, so I decided I was going to try a new method. With this stuff, I actually went ahead and also tried it in a magic bullet or a ninja bullet blender, whatever you want to call it. Okay, here are the instructions. Add 2 scoops to 9 fluid ounces of cold water and shake. Do not exceed the recommended daily intake of 2 shakes per day. I only had 1 of these, but pretty much what had happened is that I added the cold water into the blender with a couple of ice cubes and 2 scoops of this powder in order to actually go ahead and make a nice shake out of it to replace a meal, because I was essentially I was hungry in the morning, however I wasn't starving, so I figured rather than getting myself something to eat, I figured I would go ahead and try one of these since we were trying to go out somewhere. But pretty much after I actually used the blender instead of hand shaking it, it actually worked so much better. The consistency was smooth, the flavor was great. I loved it when it was cold and not lukewarm like the first time I tried it, and frankly, it's just a really good meal replacement plan. So if you want, go ahead, try this out. Let me go ahead and show you that. And here's the products bag. Remember, this is completely vegan. It's gluten-free. Alright, so these statements are not to be evaluated by the Food and Drug... Remember, these are vegan, 100% vegan, and these are gluten-free. So, yeah, these are wonderful. I absolutely love this. So, I would definitely go ahead and recommend it for those who wish to have a nice tasting shake replacement meal kind of plan. And yeah, you guys would probably enjoy that. I'm actually surprised considering I don't really like peas. I'll be honest, I really hate them. But with that, I couldn't even tell that there was any peas protein in there. So I'm actually really excited and shocked about that. So yeah, definitely go ahead and try that out. Next up, we have Hayward Gourmet's I want to say it's frosted gingerbread coffee. Now, essentially, this is kind of like actual coffee grounds that were, of course, brewed up like any other coffee. And the smell was absolutely insane. Like, holy crap, I couldn't even begin to tell you how good the house smelled after my mom was brewing this. And I decided, I've already tried it warm a couple of times, it was great. And I figured it would probably be really good if I made a cold version, where it's like iced down and stuff like that. So this has almond milk and a little bit of vanilla simple syrup kind of stuff for coffee flavoring. So we're going to go ahead and give it a taste. That's really good. I really like that. It actually tastes a lot like a gingerbread cookie. However, it doesn't have that bite of ginger that I like out of a fresh gingerbread cookie. And I also really like the addition of coffee. It feels like a very nice winter flavor. I've always liked gingerbread a lot more than like pumpkin spice or, sugar cookie or anything like that. That tastes really good. And I even tried it as like pure black coffee, and it was actually palatable. I don't really like black coffee, and the only times I actually try to drink it is if I need to make room in my cup in order to add either milk or sugar, creamer, whatever I need to actually do. But with that, I'm actually really shocked I enjoyed it that much. So yeah, let's go ahead and try one of the other products. This product my mom cannot have. This is shrimp chips. Okay, this is naturally and artificially flavored. They kind of look like flat cheese puff kind of things. Keep in a cool and dry place, made in South Korea. Okay. So, I have no idea how I'm gonna like this, but, yeah, let's just see how it is. It'd be awesome if I knew where my knife was, but I forgot where I put it. There we go, found it. Well, found an opening for it. They're really pale. Ooh, they smell fishy in a very weird way. Here's how they look. See how, like, bright white that is? Jesus, that's bizarre. I don't think I'm gonna like this, to be honest. I never really cared too much for seafood of any kind, although I would like to try more of it sometime, but currently right now I do not think this is gonna taste good. Well, let's give it a shot regardless. It's savory with a little bit of sweet, and it's fishy. And it's not a very good flavor combo. It's like softer than a cheese puff, and it kind of has like a rice cracker consistency. I don't really like that at all, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. I don't think my dad would probably want to try that either. However, he just went to work, so he's probably not going to try until like much later, if he even is. Since he obviously kisses my mom and stuff like that, I doubt he would want to try one of those and risk spreading the shrimp whatever to my mom, because, you know, she's deathly allergic to shellfish, so I am not going to go ahead and risk that. Anyway, again, not really a big fan of that. That was a product from Cosmos, or I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest, but it's like Cosmas. So, I guess, whatever. Next up, we have C Natural Story Churro Snacks. Now, I really like churros. Churros are absolutely wonderful. They are very sweet. They are a little bit savory every now and then. They got like brown sugar, cinnamon, and it's like really good. I don't know what it is about it, but I've never actually tried it with like things like chocolate sauce or anything like that. I've tried it with frosting, but I don't really I don't know. I haven't really had too many churros, but I do know that I like them. They are definitely very wonderful. Okay, I figured out how to open it. If it would open for me. There we go, we finally got it. Oh, those smell so much better than those shrimp chips. Oh, they're cute! Okay, this is how they actually look. It's kind of like a chip consistency, like really crunchy. Alright, so essentially if you don't know what a churro is, as I said before, it's kind of like a dough stick, where it's kind of like, if you've ever had funnel cakes, imagine that, but slightly more crunchy, and they come in kind of like a flower shape, right down the middle, and they are typically coated with things like sugar and cinnamon. Sometimes it'll be brown sugar, sometimes it won't have any cinnamon, sometimes it'll be like holiday flavors like cinnamon and nutmeg, whatever the case may be. But essentially, real churros, they are fried so where it's kind of like crispy on the outside, but really soft and cakey on the inside. And sometimes they have things like chocolate sauce or strawberry sauce to go ahead and dip the churro into. As kind of like a snack or a dessert of some kind. So we're going to go ahead and try these to see how good they actually are. I'm really excited because I love churros. It's really good. Really crispy. The flavor's great. And that smell is killer. I love that. Awesome. Okay. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If indeed you still are, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and share with your friends. Also, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, I have opened up a Patreon account to you guys. So, with this Patreon account, you'll actually be able to see my artwork, just like this border and stuff like that, and coming periodically based off of what your subscription is. If you're like a low tier subscriber, Copper Moth badge, or a Copper Moth subscriber, that is kind of like the lowest tier, starting at $1 US. Now, with this, you'll essentially be able to gain access to basically viewing my portfolio of basic artwork and stuff like that. You won't get any sneak peeks or whatever, but you will see the finished product, and essentially I'll let you go ahead and look through all of the other different subscription based tiers that I actually have, because personally I think you guys would absolutely love it if you want to go ahead and see more and more of my artwork. I've been looking for excuses to try and draw a lot more, and sadly I have been distracted by my video games, but that doesn't mean I don't want to draw for you guys. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If indeed you still are, please be sure to leave a like, come subscribe, all that stuff. Share with your friends, and check out my social medias down below if you want to go ahead and request a commission from me. Alright, thank you guys. Bye-bye.